All right, so we are now going to add a jump animation. If you remember, in Stencil, for my appearance, we created a jump left and a jump right. What we are going to do, for simplicity's sake, is make one jump that is just jump. So go back into Photoshop and just draw some kind of a jump. I just have mine as my block eye looking straight at the camera, and the thrusters appear down at the bottom. So you can make something like that. It could be any actor that you have, just in a direction that doesn't have to be facing left or right, doing some kind of action. And then you import that as jump, the same way you imported your jump left and jump right. Now the reason we're doing this is to save ourselves a huge coding headache. So we'll start with this, and as we continue to develop our game, we will come back to the jump left and jump right if we so choose. So on our events, we have our left and right already set up from the last video. Now, for jump, which we've set up, if on ground is true, Y speed, we're just going to plug in this switch animation to jump for self. So you'll go over here, as you remember, switch animation, and you'll plug that in to your pre-existing code that you made already. Now the last thing is on your on-ground behavior. When your self is hitting the tiles, if bottom of actor 1 was hit, set on ground to true, you want to put in this if statement. So you're going to say if, and then make sure you get the equals. So I'll show you where these are. Equals, we want if. Alright, and then we're looking for current animation. Make sure it's for self equals jump. So if this animation equals jump, which we're getting from here, jump, case sensitive, switch animation to, now here's where you're going to decide. When you switch the animation to idle, you're going to have to pick either idle right or idle left. So whenever you touch the ground, your jump animation will end and you will switch back to idling. If you would prefer to be facing left, you could make this left. Then you plug this into your on ground. So we test the game now. You will see that we now have a jump animation. So it's not that big of a difference in my example because I have such a simple graphic. But if you are artistically inclined and you want to have a character do some kind of flip or lift its arms when it jumps, you'll see jumping up, the thrusters come out the bottom, and if I'm jumping left and right, they still stay in the correct direction. But now I have some thrusters, and my block looks straight at the camera there, or straight at the player, I guess. So that's all, and we will start some new universal properties that you'll probably want to have in your custom platformer. Stay tuned.